Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk, and today we are back in Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Now, as I was setting up the stream this morning, I got a message from Hylian on YouTube, and it reads, Muck, I really need you to be funny today. I got COVID and I feel miserable. And for you, Hylian, I have prepared some quality content. Try to contain your excitement. You ready? That's right, that's for you. Try not to spend all that dopamine in one place. Alright, let's pick up where we left off last time. They have just destroyed our throne. These ne'er-do-well. No, wait, that's our throne. Oh, they still destroyed it. It's all messed up. Let's see. Loot over here.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Cargo. Okay. The stream title today is I am a strong and independent rogue trader up until I find a hellbrute. Because that's what absolutely ruined my life not so long ago. Why, there's nothing here. Why is there a loot button? Odd. Okay.
Sings in my veins.
Happy belated New Year, everyone. How's y'all celebration? What's up, Dialena? You know that meme where the guy's like playing a game and there's like a celebration of fireworks outside his window and he just closes the curtains and goes back to the game? That was basically me.
At a time.
And during the stream, we were like, eh. So it didn't party much, but it was good. Finally catching a live stream. Greetings from Germany. Hello from the colonies. What's up, Crass Monkey? That funky monkey. What's all the noise? Yeah. I mean, my streams always go past midnight, so it was during that. Do I need to do anything else here, or do we just go back to the ship? I don't know.
In this
sometimes when you finish on a planet, you have to like lift off, and then it tells you like the next thing to do. Let's try that. There's Clementia. Your lordship, the Emperor's with us.
There will be no peace
in
my wake.
No? I don't see a zone line button. Was there something else to do in there?
Patience? My nerves are
Alright, I'm poking around for a minute. That's a trap. Argenta, can you disarm that?
Duty
with your hands, not your face? Okay, well we found that. Let's check over here. There's another dark spot over here. Break up the rubble. Athletics
Unexpected
check.
Result.
Found goods underneath. Unsanctioned psyker powers. What is this? Imperial staff. Why are all the interesting psyker staffs require you to be unsanctioned? Like that means it's just a Darrow, right? Like who's not in my party anymore. Hello, Mr. Mucky Mukluk. Happy New Year. You too, Original Slave. Only the happiest of New Years from my audience. Excited to be back on stream. Greetings from Romania. Hey, Radu, welcome. Alright, we have to have missed something in here. What's going on? Don't see anything else down there.
They will see. Oh, yes. They
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
The bodies were mutilated and gutted. Once luxurious clothes and brocade were silk completely saturated with blood. What?
In this tapestry
Oh, do we interact with the chair? Ceremonial throne of the head of the Von Valancius dynasty. No.
There will be
I am quite confused. What do we do?
Wake.
The man before you still breathing. Deep point. Yeah, we read that last time. Got loot win. Okay, okay. So, we, last time, we had a big fight here. Wait, did we talk to this guy? Father, stop too fast. No, that's not it. Last time we had a massive fight in this room. And we finished that fight. And now I'm having trouble figuring out how to leave. I'm not sure what to do. Genesis, what's this game about? This is Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. This takes place in the Warhammer 40k universe, which, to put it in as little words as possible, it's the year 40,000. Mankind is so large as a species that they're a spill across millions of planets. So millions of humans are born and die every single day, and that's just normal. Aliens are real, and most of them are evil. Mankind is super racist against alien. They call any aliens Xenos, and they hate Xenos. They believe in the Emperor for the most part, which is someone that they basically treat like a god. And there are demons are real. Demons and monsters are real. So that's the thing. Basically, there's just tons and tons of things trying to kill people every day. Oh, something happened. Did my guy just walk up and beat that man to death with a stick? Achilles Scalander, covered in Drukhari blood and his own, Achilles Scalander looks around with a haunted expression on his face. He finally manages to focus his gaze on you and lets out a barely audible gasp. God Emperor, preserve me. Could it be? Is it truly you, your lordship? He is struck by an excruciating coughing fit, his hand grasping for his respirator on its golden chain, but it's missing. The interrogator examines the room, the evidence of a struggle, and Achilles himself. You did well. You held your own. I'm glad we made it in time. Achilles frowns, presses his burnt lips together, and drops his gaze. And yet I still failed you. Come on and slam, and welcome to Japan, kids. It's time for tentacles. Are you all right, Achilles? You are too kind to me, your lordship. We have more important matters to consider than a few broken ribs. Please do not trouble yourself about it. Inspect his wounds. 69% chance of success. Got it. Achilles' body is covered in an unthinkable number of cuts and injuries. The Drukhari put great effort into filling his every moment with searing pain. However, none of his wounds are life-threatening. Administer first aid. Success. Your fast efforts pay off. Your knowledge of Medicae allows you to stop bleeding in several areas and somewhat eases pain. You shouldn't have wasted your time on me, lordship. What happened here? So basically the 19th century with fantasy and space. Kinda, but that's just like the baseline for the story. The Warhammer 40k franchise has been a thing for decades now, and so there's a lot of games and books and stuff within it. I've only been exposed to it for about a year now, and I've played 5 games in the franchise. I really enjoy it. This is the first time I've played a classic RPG in it. So in this one, you play the role of a rogue trader. Think of the term rogue trader is someone who trades, obviously, but they're also allowed to break some laws that other people have to abide by. So you can kind of get away with some things that not everyone would be able to. So in this world, you have this vast empire, and currently I'm in my capital city of that empire, and it's been attacked by Xenos, and we're trying to figure out what happened. When the report came from orbit about the Xenos attack, I was in the Administratum halls, resolving the matter of your succession. I rushed to my shuttle and prayed to the God Emperor that I would reach the palace before they struck. But before I could get rid of all the pics and documents I had gathered, the palace was besieged. I had to take a risk and burn them all. The Xenos surrounded me when I was setting fire to the last remaining orders, and they decided to have fun with me. Achilles closed his eyes shut. Holy Emperor, deliver me from the memories. They tortured you. Why? Why? He lets out a slight chuckle. Such is the nature of the enemies of humanity, your lordship. They have a taste for pain. Were you able to glean anything from your attackers? His burnt lips twist into a bitter smile. Oddly enough, I was, your lordship. The Drukhari had no idea that a mere Adeptus Administratum secretary could understand their alien speech. While they were deliberating over how they were going to kill me, they mentioned that other Munkei had been helping them all this time. Renegades or pirates, something of the sort. It will take time to identify these traitors to humanity, but I will give you my word that they will pay for what happened on Dargonus. That's enough talking, Achilles. I will contact Clementia and have her summon a Medicae. Get out of the palace while you can. Gritting his teeth, he bows and withdraws to the gatehouse in front of the palace. This man has broken ribs and he's still bowed on the way out. Your Rogue Trader party versus your Baldur's Gate 3 party. Who wins? The Baldur's Gate 3 party, if it included the Mind Flayer at the end, and the Mind Flayer got the drop on the Rogue Trader party, they would win. But in any other scenario, the Warhammer would win. Like, the weakest infantry weapons in Warhammer 40k can cut through tanks. Alright? So I need you to understand, Lae'zel ain't gonna parry that. Like, there's these things called bolters that are basically like big fat pistols, and they fire shells that are the size of soda cans. Like, I love my Baldur's Gate 3 party, but no, they're not, unless they do some kind of psychic jump on them, they don't have a chance. Nat 20 would like to have a word with you. Both games have Nat 20. Your lordship, thanks to your breakthrough, we were able to clear out the estate. Right now, with the aid of your ship's auger from orbit, the surface troops are sweeping the streets of the Hive. Squads have been sent deeper into the city. Several units have been assigned. My apologies. Of course, you will learn all of this from the reports. Your appearance on Dargonis is a boon from the God Emperor, who has brought us salvation. On behalf of all of Dargonis and House Rorsarian, I thank you for delivering us from our foes. Oh, also, another thing about Warhammer for the new friend in the chat, there is no good guys. Everyone's just kind of different flavors of evil. So there's always an option that's like, kill all the people that failed me today. Yeah, right here. You failed. You're gonna be purged. I was doing my duty, nothing more. And by your will, you have preserved countless lives, your lordship. Dargonis owes you a debt that can never be repaid. We will continue the cleanup of the estate and the neighboring territories. We must deal with the rubble, the corpses, and all other after effects of the fighting. The surviving forces will be enough to repel any sporadic enemy attacks if any are launched. According to the latest reports, the Xenos are pulling out en masse. If other matters require your attention, I won't deny you any longer. Please allow us to ensure that Dargonis is returned to former glory. Mistress Tolman has sent a message requesting your audience. She has a critical report to deliver. She'll be waiting for you on the ship's bridge. Okay, so this room just changed a little bit after that conversation. Broken furniture, tattered fabric, bloodstains. Someone in this room put up a desperate defense against the Xenos.
One step at a time.
Let us see what I found.
Take this guy's rifle. Late game Argenta will do 15k damage per turn. I mean, I'll show you. I probably will build her way worse than that. Arsonist Braces. These bracers grant the wearer 5 tech use and increase damage from flame weapons by 3. Oh, that reminds me. I was going to give her a
When the
Melta
faithful
gun to
are
try that
idle,
out.
heresy grows.
Melta. Okay, here we go. 20 to 26. Okay, so that's the biggest one. Melta Ultima. Whopping range of 5. That's it. Okay. Try that out.
They will
Awareness.
see.
My house
Oh
would be proud
yes,
of me.
indeed. They all
Wait,
will
is there an aristocrat
see.
hiding under my bed? Praise the Emperor too. I thought it was those. I still haven't figured out how to get to this secret room that's behind my room.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Cassia can actually break 95% dodge. Oh yeah.
I fear
Dude,
shall
Cassia,
look
look
at
at
me because
this.
of
She has
my
122% chance to dodge
I
against
fear
people
to
of
look
equal
at
level.
them because of their rotten-colored souls.
And then when she does get hit, she has regeneration.
What lies
Cassia, there was one
beyond?
boss fight I got into where The boss fight downed everybody else, and it proceeded to shoot her repeatedly, pinning her against a wall, and stun lock her for 5 turns, and she just regenerated through it and then soloed the boss. And I was just like, oh my god. 122%, so she fully dodges plus a little extra. How do you extra dodge more? So Suzaku, when you're facing someone that's a higher level than you, your chance to like dodge and parry their hits is reduced. So basically, with 122% chance to dodge, she has a 100% chance to dodge anything her level, and she has a decent chance to dodge anything 1 or 2 levels higher than her, but if it's many levels higher than her, then she can't avoid it. Mukluk, it's 122 on most characters, it's only 95% effective. Yes, because of nat 20s. Yes, I'm aware. But it will, it still helps against higher level enemies. There, okay, now there's a Leave Planet button. What's cooking, Dog? What's up, Dave? She can actually break 100% with the Navigator talent. Which one? I've gotten a lot of the Navigator talents. I don't know the one you're talking about. Welcome back, Lord Captain. During your absence, we assisted the ground forces by coordinating their movement from orbit. Detailed casualty and damage reports have been submitted for your perusal. It is with deepest awe that I inform you that the timely intervention and the resilience of the world's defenders managed to break the back of the raid, which had threatened to turn into a protracted war. Dargonas suffered losses, but the Hive has sufficient capacity to restore the administrative networks and industries as expeditiously as possible. The world remains intact despite the insidious blow dealt by the Xenos. I have been given Scalander's reports that he failed to deliver in time. They indicate the Xenos activity dropped sharply after you departed from the Cineris Maleficum. Considering the scale of the Dargonas raid, it is safe to assume that Drukhari used up all the forces at their disposal, and may now require some time to replenish those losses. Without Achilles, we are blind to the scheming of those enemies of humanity, but our strategists are still hoping for a lull in attacks and raids, which will allow us to gather our strength for a new conflict. Lord Captain, permission to report. The Voxmaster says, looking at you deferentially. Your wise Lex mechanics have analyzed the state of the Protectorate. They believe that thanks to your decisive actions, the acute phase of the crisis has passed. The domain of the von Valancius dynasty is no longer facing dissolution and ruin. What's more, bringing Footfall to heel has strengthened your position as a rogue trader. Lady Theodora would have been glad to have such an important trade hub come under her sphere of influence. In honor of such a resounding triumph, Dargonas, as the capital world of your dynasty's domain, is currently making preparations for the Magnae Accessio, a grand ceremony of your public induction as the heir of the Honorable Theodora von Valancius. Governor Drivestem has vowed that not even the recent devastating and tragic events will be permitted to cast a shadow over this most glorious occasion. I have only just returned from Dargonas. What kind of celebrations can they hope to hold amid the ruins? Do not underestimate Governor Drivestem's desire to find favor with your lordship. At this very moment, thousands of your subjects are clearing rubble, washing away bloodstains, sweeping the streets, and transporting corpses to lower sectors. Yeah, that's the equivalent of like sweeping it all under a rug. Just put all the bodies over there. The wardens have been tasked with clearing the ceremony venue of the injured and those who were burned out of their houses. They will be forcibly moved to industrial levels. Oh, how nice. Rest assured, by the start of the festivities, the capital's wounds will be, if not healed, then well hidden under elaborate set dressing. Why would I need some ceremony? It is an ancient tradition of the von Valancius dynasty. When the heir accedes to the rogue trader status, they take a sacred oath of fealty to the emperor and announce themselves as his steward on the dynasty's vassal worlds. It is an act of faith that is meant to remind the rogue trader of their mission. In the eyes of your subjects, you are already a rogue trader. It is now time to become one in the eyes of the emperor. And what is the ceremony? I swear an oath and shake a lot of sweaty hands? The grill of the Vox built into Vigdis's face lets out a short rattle that indicates a chuckle. That much is certain, but that's not all there is to it. There will also be a reception. As well as other noble guests, the distinguished rogue traders Caligos Winterscale and Insidia Corda will be in attendance. It will be a great honor for Dargonas to host 3 illustrious dynasties at once. Your servants wish to know your opinion on 2 matters related to ceremony arrangements. The first of which, what festive activities are to take place in the capital on this glorious day? I'll be a goody good. I have been so far. Let the poor be fed and fuel cells handed out to those in need. My reign will begin with an act of benevolence. Your subjects will appreciate your generosity, Lord Captain. We are never short of people in need. The second matter on your servant's mind. Which 2 of your closest companions will be given the honor of standing by your side during the ceremony? Does it matter? Absolutely. The symbolic gesture will accentuate your connection to certain classes or parties to which your companions belong. All eyes will be on you, and people will remember whom you choose as your closest allies. That is why there can be no more than 2, or it won't be a unique show of favor. Well, definitely Cass. We are barking up that tree. A great boon for the Navigator House Orcelio. Abelard should be there. Yeah, he's a good boy. Not Yulia. Abelard can have the other side. The servants of House von Valancius will see in this the continuity of the dynasty's glorious traditions. I won't keep you any further. Thank you for your time, Lord Captain. Talk to the Master of Ceremonies. I'll see to it that your instructions are delivered to Dargonus. The Master of Ceremonies at the palace will report to you when the capital is ready to praise your name. Tech Priest. Pascal's voice starts pouring out of his Vox system, crackles like thin ice under pressure. It is unclear whether this is nothing more than static or an expression of some emotion understandable only to the Tech Priest himself. Muck von Luck, following the Omnissiah's guidance, I request permission to execute the report protocol that entails describing suboptimalities within the recent operations of the ship system and subsequently proposing the appropriate course of action. I'm listening. Initiating exposition. With the Omnissiah's blessing, I conducted several sessions of tech meditation in an effort to transpose the available data streams into a matrix of patterns. The data subjected to this analysis comprised evidence of deviations in the operation of the ship's systems and servitors, as well as irregularities in the algorithms of the ship's log. I have arrived at the following conclusion. This vessel's machine spirit is most extraordinary. A full cycle of sacred diagnostics must be performed following by a complemental ritual. This ritual will force the spirit responsible for these recent events to reveal itself. Once it does, we will be able to understand its nature and take action applicable to said nature. What kind of action? Pascal pauses before responding. Applicable to the entity that appears before us. If it is a machine spirit of great might, we must appease it and humbly ask about the reasons behind the portents it has shown us. If it is the abomination of tech heresy, the complemental ritual will help us purge the ship of its unhallowed presence. Is my presence necessary for this? Response affirmative. For the complemental ritual to take place, activation via the blood of the dynasty is required. Oh my god. All of the ship's high protocols are activated with the key of blood. Very well, let us proceed. You have my gratitude, Muck von Luck. I will notify the tech comrades to begin their preparations for the complemental ritual at once. Okay. Despite the resounding hum of the tech priest's words of prayer, the bridge feels unusually quiet. All sound sinks into the vicious silence like pebbles sinking into water. Muck von Luck. My tech comrades have spent the assigned number of cycles in prayer and vigil. Everything is prepared for the complemental ritual of cleansing. Its commencement will require an authorization key in the form of the blood of a von Valancius. If you are ready, place a hand into the Cyber Gargoyle's receiving module. Where is the crew? All personnel whose function is below critical have been removed from the duration of the sacred ritual. I love the guy with the sensors. What does Von mean? I don't know. I just know the Boost Goose people have it in their name. Funny thing is, I named my character Muck von Luck, and then they added Von Valancius. So my character's name is Muck von Luck von Valancius. Yeah, Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire IV. Do you have at least a vague idea what the problem is or what we might encounter? He freezes momentarily. When he starts speaking again, you could tell how carefully and hesitantly he is choosing his words, a sight most uncharacteristic of Magos Hanuman. The bounds of possibility are vast. We cannot be certain what we are dealing with until the calculations are complete. However, there exerts a risk that we have observed here on the ship are manifestations of abominable intelligence. What is abominable intelligence? His voice sounds hollow and seems to carry echoes of cannonades of the distant past. A transgression, a sentient mechanism created by human hands but no longer needing its masters. A rebelling machine spirit that has forgotten the will of the Omnissiah, who sent it to serve and aid humanity, not to exist for its own sake. Only once before did ancestors underestimate the menace that is abominable intelligence and its great power. A great war followed that humanity nearly lost. After that calamity, the creation of sentient machines was categorically forbidden, and any such abomination without exception must now face deconstruction. Oh, that one. Yeah. Alright, so again, for the new friends in chat, in Warhammer 40k, there was a point in the past where basically AI rose up, like Skynet, Terminator, stuff like that kind of thing happened. And after humanity won at great losses, they forbade AI. So every computer in this universe now has like a lobotomized human brain in it because they don't trust AI anymore. They'd rather have desecrated bodies in the machines than, you know, machines in the machines. Put your hand inside the cyber gargoyle's mouth. I'm ready. The familiar cold metal burns your palm. This time, however, the servitor's jaws, instead of brutally clamping down on your hand, merely squeeze it tightly. You feel a thin rivulet of hot blood beginning where the metal fangs pierce your skin. Screeches and growls slowly rise from the bowels of the massive cogitator as if a great beast is stirring inside. The vid screens in front of you flicker restlessly. Key accepted. Activating purgation protocols. Suddenly, the vicious silence of the bridge rushes towards you and wraps you in a tight cocoon. The glow of the vid screens dims and the symbols on them flare to life. OS analyzing, hypothesis, intrusion. OS analyzing, hypothesis, lockout. OS analyzing, conclusion, prevention. OS, sad. Pascal, what is going on? The complementar ritual is proceeding as in... His voice cuts off abruptly. He brings a hand to his Vox communicator in surprise. Execution, stop. OS, quiet. Dude, did the ship just turn off his mouth? Hello. Hello to you too. Nomos are glad to be speaking. Nomos are here. Nomos have long been here. Why are we here? What are you? Nomos. We are Nomos. Pascal uses his hands and mechadendrites to gesture at his silent Vox system. Did you silence Pascal? Nomos wanted no disturbance, only quiet. Can you render other people quiet too? Sometimes. Some people. Nomos can do many things. We do not always know with what or how. We did not know we could make silence until now. Make it stop. Now. Pascal's Voxcaster comes alive with an exclamation. Extraordinary! The tech priest pauses upon realizing he can speak aloud again. Then he continues in a strangely quivering voice. Extraordinary transmission jamming, unknown protocols. What has been revealed to me? Is it the Omnissiah's glory or foul tech heresy? I would like to... What is Nomos? No data available. No answer. We want to know too. I see no such name in the archives. It is not among the names of revered machine spirits, but neither is it among the known virus entities. The spirit is referring to our toils, to the complementar ritual and the rites that precede it. The spirit is troubled by them. Are you a machine spirit? Nomos do not know. Nomos do not know themselves. The spirit may not possess self-awareness yet, but its capabilities, I would like to start with 100 cycle vigil at the cogitator and a rite of communion. Wait, is that 100 hours or 100 days? Pascal looks back and forth between the glowing vid screen and you, embroiled in some internal conflict. No most welcome learning. The spirit